Trollheimen is a mountain range in Møre, Romsdal and Sør-Trøndelag counties in central Norway. The mountain range is part of the Scandinavian Mountains. Etymology: the name was proposed by Håkon Loken and used by Trondheim's tourist forening in the 1880s, and is considered a tourist name. Trollheimen is now the common name in Norway for this mountain range. Topography and climate. Trollheimen is often considered the most varied of all mountain ranges in Norway for several reasons. The mountains in the western part are alpine in form, with pointed peaks and typical river valleys. The mountains in the east are less steep with more rounded shapes predominating, and the valleys are wider and bear the mark of being created by glaciers. The climate differs from the more oceanic climate in the west to a considerably drier continental climate in the eastern valleys, due to the being sheltered by mountains. The valleys in Trollheimen are at an altitude of only about 500 to 800 meters and are usually forested, and many are used as pastures. There are also several large lakes, like Vilvatnet in the east, near Oppdal, and Grajon and Foldsjøen in the northern part. The highest peaks are in the southwestern part, Trolle, Dronningkrone, Kongskrone, Satbakkholmen, Storsum Rangjeba. In the northern and eastern part, the highest are Snotter, Trollhättan and Blato. In the southeast there is Krakvarsund. Flora. Trollheimen is known by botanists for the diverse alpine flora, due to nutrient-rich soil and the varied climate within the mountain range. One of the rare alpine plants in Trollheimen is Artemisia norvegica. Approximately 1,160 square kilometers of this area is declared a nature reserve. In the midst of the area is the Svartmoen Forest Reserve, with undisturbed pine forest, mixed with birch. Innerdalen, in the western part, was Norway's first nature reserve, and is often described as the most beautiful valley in Norway. Recreation. The triangle is a route between the three mountain lodges, each a fairly long hike of some 7 to 9 hours. It is possible to choose a route covering the three peaks of Trollhättan, a spectacular hike comparable to the Beseggen route in Jotunheimen. The hike to the peak of Snotter is often considered one of the most beautiful in Norway. There are trout in most of the lakes, except in winter. Vilvatnet can be reached by car, while Joldalshytta is an easy 4 kilometers hike from the nearest road. Trollheimshytta is a long hike from any road. In the summer one can park by Grajon and hike 11 to 12 kilometers. There are several other smaller lodges as well, and many more marked routes. Trondheim is roughly 1 hour drive from the nearest part of the mountain range. Vilvatnet is the oldest DNT lodge in Norway, with timber from 1739, and widely regarded as one of the prettiest. Archaeology. Trollheimen seems to be one of the first areas in Norway to be clear of ice at the close of the last ice age. There are several traces of Stone Age people using the mountains as a hunting ground, particularly stone fences used to channel scared reindeer herds towards cliffs, where some would fall off and die. These fences seem to be very old, as some angles seems to have been blocked by remnants of the ice sheet. Thus, these hunters might have been among the first wave of humans migrating to Norway. In addition, since 1997 there have been many unusually long and warm summers, and the glaciers in Trollheimen and Dovre have retreated, revealing many prehistoric arrowheads. Some are 4,000 years old or more, but the majority is 1,000–2,000 years old. These hunters probably migrated down to the fjords to the west to avoid the harsh winters. People hiking near glaciers in late summer and autumn are encouraged to have a watchful eye for prehistoric artifacts.